Good day, and how are you doing today? My name is, I can't really remember. I think spending all that time in the time machine kind of knocked some dates out of my calendar. But I'm from the future, 100 years from now to be precise, 2121. And no, I am not trying to be witty, but the things I have seen is like a 35-year-old lady who has never been asked on a date. Not pretty. A lot of things have gone wrong because y'all did little or nothing right, which is why I was sent to warn you. Maybe the future wouldn't be so dark if you saw the light. And no, pardon the way I am dressed. You see, in my time, we kind of ran out of new fashion ideas, so we just went back to the old ones. But I have to congratulate you. You see, your current technological advancing has advanced to the stage and the level of a neuro-terrorist. It blows minds. There is now a lot of knowledge to withdraw from the internet. It's almost like a check that God himself signed, you see. Guess what? In my time, we now have climate control jackets to protect you from extreme heat or extreme cold. With such technology at your disposal, you could almost walk into hell looking this bold. And that's not all. You see, digital data can now be zapped directly into your brains. Yes, this has been made possible by some simple physics and stuff that I can't really explain. But it is good. It is really good. It is great, actually. Oh, but not as great as the kind of smartphones that currently exist. They make your current iPhone 12 Pro Max look like a video of vomit that is continually left on repeat. Y'all need touch screens, but in my time, touch screens have lost their touch. We now control our phones using mind control. Wiggling your thumb up and down, that is too stressful, and we no longer do such. And oh, this one that I'm about to tell you is going to drive you crazy, because in my time, if you own a car, your car is now programmed and enabled to drive itself. No more traffic. Cars on the roads are now arranged like identical books left on the shelf. And your Instagram is no longer something that we actually do. You see, we now have a social media app that connects directly to your brain and posts your imagination. Guess what it is called? Airing your view. And oh, since that whole idea of going to the gym to work out really didn't work out, we now have stomach chips that will monitor your diet and help you lose weight. Genetic engineering is now child's play. Scientists find it so easy, manipulating traits. Amongst other good stuff include all-purpose robots now help us do chores. We now have a colony in Mars. Bridges can now heal themselves using self-healing concrete, amongst other good stuff, amongst other good stuff. But that is just the good stuff. For while our technology advanced, our culture and morals are now on self-destruct. For even though we now have climate control jackets to protect you from extreme heat or cold, the cold-heartedness of people is now way out of control. We now have the resources to take care of our bodies with no interest in saving our souls. You see, it is now a culture to be selfish because you were too selfish with teaching us the right cultures. Everyone's nose is in everyone's business. Now jealousy is stuck on us like body odor. You see, digital data can now be zapped directly into our brains, so ain't nobody want to manually learn how to love. We have unraveled scientific and mathematical mysteries, but the simple problem of me plus you is too difficult to solve. What a shame. You see, we now have smartphones with 11G connection, but have dull conversations with no connection to ourselves. I'm beginning to think that we did not just lose touch with touch screens, we also lost touch with ourselves. You see, cars. Cars can now drive themselves fast, but the human race is driving faster into extinction. For global warming is no longer just warming up. No, not after you watched Australia burn like it was television. There is no more traffic on our roads, but when it comes to going to the aid of people, we go slow. Our population is ever increasing, but our love for ourselves is like a dwarf who was cursed by God. It will never grow. You see, our social media is now dark because all the imaginations we see on air, your view, are evil. We have become so evil, I can assure you that we can give a lesson or two to the devil. You see, we have gained control over weight loss, but our pride and arrogance are greatly overfed. The rates of killings have increased greatly, that people now end up in graves like prostitutes end up in beds. You see, all-purpose robots don't only help us do chores. They have taught us a lot because now we no longer have emotions. Bridges can now heal themselves, but Mother Nature is bleeding out. Our tear glands have become muscular because the muscles are always working out. Everything good is now bad. Everything bad is now good. Justice and equality are now looking like roaming strays that are looking for food. Our children no longer wear belts. They now claim a title similar to people who come from Mali. It is almost like Adam and Eve never ate that fruit because everyone is walking around naked. The only difference is that they know that they are naked and they still want to be naked. The kind of hard drugs we now have makes weed taste like Holy Communion and makes loud sound like the volume has been reduced. Should I reduce the volume? No need to answer that because I will not. I am here to accuse you and point fingers because this is indeed all of your fault. Yes, you who has refused to do the right thing or teach your children to do so. What exactly are you teaching your children? That is exactly what they are going to teach their children. So can you please stop playing with our futures like you are children? Please. You see, the future is so dark that I can't even go back there. And I definitely can't stay here either. So I'm just going to get back into my time machine and return all the way back to 1705. I'm even dressed like them anyway.
Hey.